Henry is an engine who runs on special coal, but his tender is almost empty. He needs to collect some more. Where do you think Henry will find his special coal? First, Henry puffs towards the ice cream factory. Do you think he will find his special coal there? Is that coal in Edward's freight car? No, it's ice cream. Henry will find ice cream at an ice cream factory, not coal. Henry puffs towards Farmer McColl's farm. Do you think he will find his special coal here? Is that coal in Toby's freight cars? No, those are chickens. Henry will find chickens at a farm, not coal. Henry has only enough coal to puff towards one more place, the coaling plant. Do you think he will find his special coal there? Is that coal in Thomas's freight cars? Yes. Henry will find his special coal at the coaling plant. That's better. Now Henry has enough special coal to puff happily round the island. You can often tell whether Thomas is happy or sad. When he's happy, he blows his whistle. When he's sad, he lets out a slow wheesh of steam. See if you can tell whether Thomas is happy or sad. Thomas is arriving at a station. He's late delivering his important load. Does this make Thomas happy or sad? Thomas is wheeshing out steam. Can you remember what that means? That's right. Thomas is sad. Being late with his delivery makes Thomas sad. Now Thomas has another delivery to make. But now he's on time. Does being on time make Thomas happy or sad? He's blowing his whistle. Can you remember what that means? Yes, Thomas is happy. Delivering his load on time makes Thomas happy. Well done, Thomas. Thomas and Percy are good friends. Some things about them are different, and some things are the same. Can you see what they are? What color is Thomas? Thomas is blue. What about Percy? Is he blue? No, Percy is green. Thomas and Percy are different colors. What about their numbers? Thomas is number 1, and Percy is number 6. Thomas and Percy have different numbers. Is there anything you can see that is the same about Thomas and Percy? Thomas has tanks on the side of his boiler. Thomas is a tank engine. Does Percy have tanks on the side of his boiler? Yes. Percy's a tank engine too. That's something about them that's the same. Thomas and Percy are both tank engines. And they're both Really useful.
Today, Sir Topham Hatt and Lady Hatt have a long journey. First, they must go to Maithwaite Station to collect the mayor. Then they must go to the airport to collect the admiral. Then they are all going together to the Scottish castle to hear Alicia Batti's concert. But Sir Topham Hatt's car has broken down. How can they start their long journey? Who's that? It's Bertie the bus. Will he be able to help? Yes, Bertie can take Sir Topham Hatt and Lady Hatt to Maithwaite Station. Now they have met the mayor, but Bertie will be too slow to get to the airport in time to meet the admiral. But who's that? It's Thomas. Will he be able to help? Yes, Thomas can take Sir Topham Hatt, Lady Hatt, and the mayor quickly to the airport. Now they have met the admiral, but Thomas will be too slow to get them to the Scottish castle in time for the concert. But who's that? It's Harold the helicopter. Will he be able to help? Yes, Harold can fly everyone to the Scottish castle. Thanks to Bertie, Thomas, and Harold, everyone has arrived at the castle in time. And now they can all enjoy hearing Alicia Batti sing.
Here are two important places. They both store things that steam engines need. This place is tall. There's a round part at the top with a pointed roof. And there are 4 long legs that come down from it. It's a tower. Here's Toby. He needs something from this tower. Can you guess what it is? It's something that an engine needs to make steam. Water. That's right. This is a water tower. Toby has lots of water in his boiler now. This place has a big square part at the top and a chute that leads down. Something is going into the big square part that comes out of the chute at the bottom. It's a hopper. Here's Percy. He's collecting something from the hopper. Can you guess what it is? It's something engines need to burn in their firebox. Coal. That's right. This is a coal hopper. Percy has lots of coal now. See you soon, Percy. See you soon, Toby. Here are 3 packages. They are new parts for James. See if you can tell what's in each package. One of them is a new wheel. Which package do you think it is? James's wheels are round. Would a round wheel be in this package? No, this package isn't round. What about this one? No, this package isn't round either. What about the last one? Yes, this package is round. The right shape for a new wheel. Another package has a new dome inside it. Which package could it be? James's dome is arch-shaped. Would a dome be in this package? No, this package isn't arch-shaped. What about this one? Yes, this package is arch-shaped. The right shape for a new dome. The last package should have a new whistle inside. Let's have a look at James's old whistle. This is a long, thin shape. Is it the same shape as the package? Yes, this is a long, thin package. The right shape for a new whistle. Now James has lots of nice new parts. Well done, James.
Today, Percy is delivering mail all over the island. Can you guess who he might meet on his way? An engine's coming. Who is it, Percy? This engine has a tall funnel and bright red paintwork and a big number 5. Who do you think it is? Percy thinks it's James. Yes, it is James. Well done, Percy.
All the engines on Sodor look different. But this engine has been working in the coaling plant today and is covered in coal dust. How can we tell who it is? This engine has a round face and boiler. Do all the engines have round faces? No. Mavis and Toby have square faces. So it can't be either of them. What else can we see? This engine has a separate coal tender at the back. Do all the other engines have separate coal tenders? No. Thomas and Percy don't. So it can't be either of them. This engine has a very tall funnel. Do all the other engines have tall funnels? No, Henry and Gordon don't. So it can't be either of them. Who's left? James and Emily. James and Emily look very similar. They've got round faces, tall funnels, and separate coal tenders. This engine must have a washdown. What about that big drive wheel? There's only one engine with a drive wheel like that. And the engine is green. So it can't be James. It's Emily. Hello, Emily. Emily is pulling the express, but today the express has 2 extra passenger cars. Emily finds it hard to puff up Gordon's hill. Emily is stuck. But here's Edward. Edward is Emily's friend. A friend will always help you. Mavis is shunting freight cars at the quarry. Freight cars can be troublesome. Shunting all these cars will take Mavis a long time. But here's Bill and Ben. Bill and Ben are Mavis's friends. A friend will always help you. Thomas is taking some cars of fish from the docks to Knapford Yards. Thomas will have to pull smelly fish all the way to Knapford. But here's Arthur. Arthur is Thomas's friend. A friend will always help you. Edward helped Emily. Bill and Ben helped Mavis. And Arthur helped Thomas. It's good to have friends. All the engines on Sir Topham Hatt's railway look different. Can you tell who this is? This engine has 2 big pairs of wheels, 5 small pairs of wheels, and a tall, thin funnel. What else can we see on this engine? It's the number 2. Can you remember which of Sir Topham Hatt's engines is number 2? Here's another clue. This engine is a beautiful bright blue color. Only one engine on Sodor has all those wheels, is blue, and wears the number 2. Do you know who it is? That's right. It's Edward. Hello, Edward. This telegraph pole needs to be taken to the docks. Gordon, Edward, and Emily all want to do the job. But only one of their flatbeds is exactly the same size as the telegraph pole. Can you tell which one it is? Let's look at Gordon's flatbed. No, Gordon's flatbed is too big. It's longer than the telegraph pole. What about Edward's flatbed? Perhaps that is the right size. No, Edward's flatbed is too small. It's shorter than the telegraph pole. Now, only Emily is left. Is her flatbed the right size to take the telegraph pole to the docks? Yes, Emily's flatbed is not too big and not too small. It is exactly the right size to take the telegraph pole. Well done, Emily. Now you can go to the docks.
Sir Topham Hatt has been invited to 3 special days: a birthday party, a sailing trip, and a soccer game. Thomas is going to take Sir Topham Hatt to each one, but Thomas doesn't know which special day it is today. See if you can help him. On special days, Sir Topham Hatt doesn't wear his top hat. When would Sir Topham Hatt wear a party hat? For the soccer game? No. What about the sailing trip? No, that's not right either. What about the birthday party? Yes, Sir Topham Hatt wears a party hat to go to the birthday party. Now Sir Topham Hatt's wearing a sea captain's hat. Which special day is it today? The soccer game? No, that's not right. What about the sailing trip? Yes, Sir Topham Hatt wears a sea captain's hat for the sailing trip. Now Sir Topham Hatt is wearing a woolly scarf and hat. So, which special day is it today? The soccer game? Yes. Sir Topham Hatt wears a woolly scarf and hat on the day of the big soccer game. Sir Topham Hatt will arrive safely to all of his special days. Well done, Thomas.
Someone new has arrived on Sodor. Here are some dots. If we join these dots, we'll see who it is. Can you guess who it might be? Let's join the dots and find out. Off we go. Whoever this is, he has a pointed nose at the front and some small wheels underneath. There's something long and pointed sticking out from one side. Do you know who this is yet? Here's a triangle-shaped tail at the back, and also something sticking out from the other side. They look like wings. Who can it be? That's right. It's Jeremy the jet plane. Welcome to Sodor, Jeremy.
Today, Thomas has to take important trucks to Brendam Docks. But some of the old tracks are closed, so Thomas will have to find a new route. Can you help him? Here is a junction. Which is the old closed route and which is the new open route? This track has workmen and a barrier on it. Do you think it is the open or closed track? That's right, it's closed. Workmen are mending the old track. The new open track is the line Thomas should take to the docks. Here is another junction. Can you help Thomas again? Which is the old closed route and which is the new open route? This track is blocked. Do you think it is the open or the closed track? That's right. It's the closed track. The new open track is the line Thomas should take to the docks. Thomas has made it safely to Brendam Docks. Well done, everyone.
Toby's shed is old, so Sir Topham Hatt is building him a brand new one. But the shed still needs a roof and a door. The workmen have delivered 3 new roofs, but only one of them is right for Toby's new shed. Which do you think it is? The first roof is tall and pointed. Does that look right? No, that roof has a spire. It goes on a church, not on a shed. What about this one? This roof has round turrets made of bricks. Does that look right? No, that roof has turrets. Turrets go on a castle, not a shed. One roof is left. It's got sloping sides and is made of wood. Does that look right? Yes. That's the right roof for Toby's new shed. Now Toby's shed has a roof, but it still needs a door. The workmen have brought 3 new doors, but only one of them is right. Which one do you think it is? The first door is arch-shaped, with a big handle. Does that look right? No, that's the door to a church, not a shed. What about this one? It has holes and goes up and down. Does that look right? No, that's a portcullis. The door to a castle, not a shed. There's one door left. It's square and made of wood. Does that look right? Yes, that's the right door for Toby's new shed. Now Toby's shed has a new roof and a new door. Toby is very happy. Good night, Toby. Percy has run out of coal. He's sad because he can't go anywhere until another engine arrives with some more. Thomas wants to cheer his friend up. He's going to tell Percy a story. Thomas wants to use things around him in the story. See if you can help him. Thomas asks Percy which engine he wants the story to be about. A fast engine, peeps Percy. Thomas sees Toby, Mavis, and Gordon. Which is the fastest? That's right. Gordon is a fast engine. Thomas is going to make up a story about Gordon. Once there was a fast engine called Gordon, tooted Thomas. One day, he was steaming quickly to... Thomas asked Percy where he'd like Gordon to go. Somewhere exciting, peeps Percy. Thomas sees a field, a bus stop, and a poster for the circus. Which is the most exciting? That's right. The circus is the most exciting place. One day, toots Thomas, Gordon steamed quickly to the circus. He was very excited to see... Thomas asked Percy what Gordon should see. Something special, peeps Percy. Thomas sees coal cars, milk churns, and a Chinese dragon. Which is the most special? Yes, a Chinese dragon is very special. One day, Gordon steamed quickly to the circus, puffed Thomas. He was very excited to see the special Chinese dragon. Percy thought it was the best story he had ever heard. In fact, now Percy's going to tell Henry the story while he's waiting for his coal. Well done, Thomas. Today, Mavis is wondering what she would look like if she had a face like her friend Emily. Mavis has a square face, but Emily has a round face. Mavis is going to pretend that she has a round face too. Now Mavis wonders what she would look like if she was painted the same color as Emily. Mavis is black. but Emily is green. Mavis is going to pretend that she is green too. Now Mavis wonders what it would be like to be a steam engine. Now Mavis has a funnel and steam, just like her friend Emily. Mavis thinks looking like Emily is fun, but she likes being Mavis best. Today, Thomas and his friends are playing a game. 3 of his friends are in these sheds. There's Gordon, there's Emily, and there's James. Thomas is trying to remember which of his friends is in which shed. Can you help him? Gordon's in the first shed, Emily's in the middle shed, and James is in the last shed. Gordon, Emily, James. Thomas has to remember which friend is in the first shed. Here he comes. Have you remembered who it is? Yes, it's Gordon. This time, Thomas has to remember which friend is in the middle shed. Here comes someone. Have you remembered who it is? Yes, it's Emily. Now Thomas has to remember which friend is in the last shed. Here he comes. Who is it going to be? Yes, it's James. Thomas remembered where all his friends were. Did you? Henry has to go to 2 places, the castle and the lake. There are 2 tracks, an up track and a down track. First, he must go to the castle. Which track should Henry take? The one that goes up or the one that goes down? Henry's taking the down track. Is that right? No. The down track will take Henry to the lake. Which track should he take? That's right. Henry must take the up track to get to the castle. Now Henry must go to the lake. Which track should Henry take to get there? The up track or the down track? That's right. Henry must take the down track to get to the lake. Well done, Henry. Toby has a busy day today. He has to pick up some workmen. Then he must take them to their job in the forest. The workmen are waiting at the station. Which track should Toby take to get there? The track that goes under the bridge or the track that goes over the bridge? Are you sure, Toby? I don't think that track will get you to the station. That's right. Toby goes over the bridge to get to the station. Toby has collected the workmen. Now he must take them to the forest. Which track should Toby take to get there? The track that goes over the bridge or the track that goes under the bridge? That's right, Toby. You go under the bridge to get to the forest. Toby has collected the workmen and taken them to the forest. Toby's a really useful engine. Rocky is a crane. very big crane. Rocky is also very strong. Harvey is a crane too, but he's much smaller. Harvey isn't as strong as Rocky, but they're both really useful. There has been a rock fall. The track is blocked. Lots of small rocks have fallen on this line. Rocky can easily lift these small rocks, but he needs an engine to pull him along. Henry is very busy. He has lots of other jobs to do. So he has no time to work with Rocky. Here's Harvey. He isn't as strong as Rocky, but Harvey doesn't need another engine to pull him. So he's just right for this job. A very big boulder has fallen onto this line. Harvey is too small to move this big rock. So Harvey fetches Rocky. Rocky is big enough to move it. Rocky and Harvey are very different sizes, but they each did the job that was right for them. Well done, both of you. Here are Percy, Edward, and Henry. Percy is the smallest engine. Edward is the medium-sized engine. And Henry is the biggest engine. Today, each of the engines is going to visit a special destination. The Scottish Castle, the windmill, and the beach cabin at Bluffs Cove. Percy wants to go to the smallest building. Should he go to the Scottish Castle, the windmill, or the beach cabin? Let's see. Percy puffs along his track. Round lots of corners. It's very twisty. Where do you think it's going to take him? It looks like Percy is going to the beach cabin at Bluffs Cove. The beach cabin is the smallest building. Well done, Percy. What about Edward? Edward wants to go to the medium-sized building. Should he go to the windmill or the Scottish Castle? Edward twists in and out, around and about. Can you see where he's going yet? It looks like the windmill. The windmill is the medium-sized building. Well done, Edward. Now, it's Henry's turn. Henry wants to go to the biggest building. Henry steams along his track. It twists round to the left and round to the right and takes Henry to the Scottish Castle. The Scottish Castle is the biggest building. Well done, Henry. Percy, Edward, and Henry all arrived at the right building to match their size. Well done, everyone. Emily is ready to leave the station. She is tingling with excitement. What's Emily pulling today? Emily is chuffing out of the station pulling buckets and spades. Emily chuffs out of the station pulling buckets and spades and a big beach ball. Now Emily chuffs out of the station pulling buckets and spades, a beach ball, and a stripy sun umbrella. Can you remember what Emily is pulling today? Emily chusts out of the station pulling buckets and spades, a big beach ball, and a stripy sun umbrella. Can you guess where Emily is going? Emily is puffing to the seaside. Have fun, Emily!
All the engines on Sodor like to visit different places. They all have their own favorite place. Can you guess which of these places is Toby's favorite to visit? Toby is an engine who loves animals. Here's the airport. Are there animals here? Nope. Toby likes the airport, but it's not his favorite place. Here's the quarry. Are there any animals here? No, Toby likes the quarry, but that's not his favorite place either. Here's Farmer McColl's farm. Are there any animals here? Yes. The farm is full of animals. Even cockerels. Toby likes the farm best of all. It's his favorite place on the whole of Sodor.
Emily's favorite place on the whole of Sodor is Bluffs Cove. Hello, Emily. There are lots of things that make this Emily's favorite place. She likes being outside in the sun. She likes to see the seagulls in their nests on the cliffs. And she likes to see the fishing boats with their pretty colored sails. Are all of those things at Bluffs Cove today? What about the sun? There it is, up in the sky. Now what about seagulls in their nests? There they are, on the cliffs. There's another thing that Emily likes about Bluffs Cove. Fishing boats. There they are, bobbing in the water. The sun, seagulls in their nests, and fishing boats with colorful sails. These are the things that make Bluffs Cove Emily's favorite place. Steamies and diesels are different. And sometimes that means they like different things. Here are Thomas and Mavis. Thomas needs some more fuel to keep him puffing. What fuel does Thomas need? That's right, coal. Thomas is a steam engine, and steam engines run on coal. What about Mavis? Does she run on coal too? No, Mavis is a diesel engine, and diesel engines run on diesel oil. So Thomas likes coal, and Mavis likes diesel oil. When Thomas puffs into a tunnel, what does he do? That's right, he blows his whistle. Thomas is a steam engine, and steam engines have whistles. What about Mavis? Does she have a whistle? No, Mavis is a diesel engine, and diesel engines have horns. Thomas likes his whistle, and Mavis likes her horn. Thomas is shunting freight cars. Mavis is shunting freight cars too. Steamies and diesels may be different, but sometimes They both like the same things. When Henry thinks, he puffs out a cloud of steam. Look carefully at the shape the steam makes. Henry is thinking about one of his friends. Whose shape is this? This friend doesn't have a funnel. And what's that sticking out on either side? They're wings. Henry is thinking about Jeremy the Jet. Now, Henry is thinking about something else. What shape is his steam making this time? It's another of Henry's friends. Whose shape is that? It's very tall and has something hanging down with a hook. Henry is thinking about Cranky the Crane. Now Henry is thinking about something else. What shape is his steam making now? Henry is thinking about something he has seen at the Scottish castle. It's almost square-shaped, and it flutters in the wind. That's right! Henry is thinking about the flag that flies on top of the Scottish castle. Well done, Henry. Harold spends a lot of time flying over the island of Sodor. Sometimes he sees strange shapes below him. Can you guess what they are? This shape is long and thin. It has two flat arms sticking out on either side. And it's white. Can you guess what it is? It's Jeremy the Jet plane. Jeremy is one of Harold's new friends. What other shapes can you see? This shape is a rectangle. It's black at the back, then red in the middle, and there's a gold circle. Can you guess what it is? Harold thinks it might be another one of his friends. Let's have a look. Yes, it's his friend James. The black at the back was the coal in his tender. The red was his boiler. The gold circle was his dome. Things look very different from up in the sky. But Harold knows what they are. See you soon, Harold. Rosie is a really useful engine. She likes to work hard whenever she can. But Rosie is not as strong as some of the other engines. Rosie wants to do a good job today. Can you help her choose which job she can do best? At the docks, there is a big load to take to the quarry. Is this the best job for Rosie? No, Rosie is not strong enough to move this heavy load. Rosie will have to look for another job. At the depot, there was a big heavy load to take to the suspension bridge. Is this the best job for Rosie? No, Rosie is not strong enough to move this heavy load either. At the balloon factory, there is another load. It has to go to the school in time for the children's party. But this load isn't heavy. It's balloons. Balloons are light. It's the perfect job for Rosie. Rosie may not be strong, but she's still really useful. Well done, Rosie. Percy has two heavy jobs to do today. First, Percy has to move 2 cars of slate into a siding. The slate is very heavy. What can Percy do? Percy has a good idea. He's pulling the cars 1 car at a time. Well done, Percy. Percy has moved both the cars of heavy slate. Now, Percy has to move lots of coal, but he only has 1 freight car. What can Percy do? Percy has another good idea. He moves the coal a little at a time. Well done, Percy. Percy has done both his jobs. He's not just strong, he's very clever. Here are some dots. If we join the dots, we will see one of our favorite friends on Sodor. Can you guess which friend it is? Let's join the dots and find out. Off we go. First, around the buffers. Those look like an engine's buffers. Now the wheels. 1, 2 pairs. Then around the back. There's no separate coal tender. Do you know which engine this is yet? There is the dome and the funnel. This is a small engine. And this engine is green. It's Percy. Hello, Percy. Freddie has a heavy load today. It has to be delivered to the transfer yards. First, he has to go up the steep hill. Does Freddie have to puff fast or slow? If he puffs up slowly, the load will pull him back down before he gets to the top. So what should Freddie do? That's right. Freddie has to puff up the steep hill quickly. Now Freddie has to puff down the steep hill. Does Freddie have to puff fast or slow? If Freddie puffs down too fast, his heavy load could push him off the track. So what should Freddie do? Yes, Freddie has to puff slowly down the steep hill. Freddie put on his brakes so he could puff down slowly. Now he can deliver his load safely to the transfer yards. Well done, Freddie. Percy is excited. He is going to look for some hidden treasure. This map will help Percy find the treasure. The treasure is hidden under the red cross. The dotted line will lead Percy to the cross. Percy is ready to go. Can you help him? Percy has come to a junction. Which way should he go now? Should Percy go towards the hill or towards the lake? The dotted line goes towards the hill. That's right. so Percy should go that way. Percy has come to another junction. Which way should he go now? Should Percy go towards the castle or towards the farm? The dotted line goes towards the castle. That's right. So Percy should go that way. Percy has arrived at the castle. He's very near the treasure now. Which way should he go next? Towards the village or towards the cross? That's right. Percy has found the treasure, but he couldn't have done it without you. Well done, everyone. Here are some dots. If we join the dots, we will see one of the engines of the Sodor Railway. Can you guess which engine it is? Let's join the dots and find out. Off we go. There's the front of the engine. It's very straight, isn't it? And you can't see the wheels. They're hidden. The back and the top, they're quite straight too. Do you know which engine this is yet? It has a small funnel. This is a very square engine. There's only one engine that shape. Yes, it's Toby. Hello, Toby. Salty loves the sea, and he loves working on the Sodor Railway too. Today, he has 3 jobs. Taking milk churns to the farm, moving stone at the quarry, and shunting cargo at the docks. Do you know which of these jobs will make Salty happiest? First, he has to collect milk churns from the farm. Salty likes going to the farm. Seeing the animals makes him happy. But is this the job that makes Salty happiest? No. Next, he has to help shunt some trucks at the quarry. Salty likes working at the quarry. Helping Mavis makes him happy. But is this the job that makes Salty happiest? No. Salty has one last job today. He's going to shunt some freight cars at Brendam Docks. Salty likes working at the docks, unloading cargo, shunting troublesome trucks, and hearing stories about the sea. All these things make him very happy. Do you think this is the job that makes Salty happiest? Yes. Working at the docks makes Salty happiest of all. Here are 3 engines. Some of them are happy, and some of them are sad. Can you tell who is which? Here's Percy. He has been pulling mail cars. Percy likes delivering the mail. Do you think he's happy or sad? That's right. Percy is happy. Now here's Gordon. He has been pulling the express. Gordon is very proud to pull the express. Do you think he's happy or sad? Yes, Gordon is happy. And here's James. He's been working at the coaling plant, and there is coal dust all over his shiny red paintwork. James doesn't like being dirty. Do you think he's happy or sad? You're right. James is sad. Two of the engines are happy, but one of them is sad. What will make James happy? That's right. Going to the washdown. Being clean and shiny makes James very happy.